What's going on, guys? We are back with another podcast, and it's a special podcast because my dad's going to be joining us with his blue nose friend Andy Roper, prostate cancer survivor. It's an absolute privilege to get them both on, and Andy's going to be sharing his story and his journey, and hopefully it'll spur a lot of men to push to get checked. And it's like I said, it's just a privilege to get him on. So let's get Andy on. Here he is. Andy.
Hey, Jay.
It's great to have you on, mate, and thanks for doing this as well, mate. It's an absolute honour, mate, and sharing your story and your journey, mate. And
I'm privileged to be on here, mate. It's a great opportunity to get the message out, really.
Nah, fair play to you, mate. And let's get Dad on as well.
Yeah, sorry about George, by the way, Jay.
No, keep George on, mate. We like George as well.
George has got to stay if I can use her office.
It's like the Blues Brothers. So we get Dad on as well. So you've actually spurred Dad to get checked as well. So obviously your story is obviously helped. Dad,
hello
as well.
It's all right, mate. No problem.
Superb. So
when I get on, is it? So
no, it's good to get you both on. And yeah, we'll start with you then, Andy. So like your story and stuff, and obviously reaching out because you really wanted to do this as well, didn't you? To kind of get the message there and how it started, and just the process, the impact it had on yourself, the mental impact as well that it had on you, and obviously the people around you as well, because it's not just the individual, is it? I suppose I'm guessing it's like a grouped emotion feeling, isn't it, as well, Andy?
Oh yeah, definitely it is, mate. Right, so to start with, I suppose December 2024, I had a bit of discomfort down below, and went to the GP, sent me for an ultrasound scan. That come back inconclusive, so sent me for another one at Cannock Hospital, and that come back a little bit different, but still not anything that seemed to concern the GP at the time, and give me some antibiotics. So I just said, I'm not happy about that. I want a PSA test done, please, And there was a bit of reluctance from the GP because he said, why do you want that? And I said, because I just want to be checked out. And obviously there was another reason, because my uncle Arthur passed away with prostate cancer. So, and I always remember him telling me, have a test. And I've been like everybody else, a lot of other people rather, that, didn't really take him up on the offer or never asked for it before. And so asking for it this time has really saved my life, really, if you like. So then...
just going off that instinct as well, like having that doubt from like, in a way, the professionals that why do you need to get tested, and you just had that instinct in you to try and push it on. So just quickly before you carry on, for anybody that doesn't know, what is a PSA test, Andy?
Yeah, PSA test is just a normal blood test, like you'd have a normal blood test for anything else with your cholesterol or high blood pressure and other things. So it's just a blood test. But for some reason, I don't think the GPs are all afraid with and think that the outcome of the tests are accurate enough, and I think that's where there's a bit of uncertainty. But without that test, who knows what would have happened to me in the longer run. I don't know whether I'll be here for the remainder of this year. But I'm here and I'm grateful.
Oh, brilliant, mate. So you push for that. So you pushed for the test, and then obviously then the GPs then got in touch with you, and
and the NHS, fantastic. That they put me through a load of scans, more scans, and then when the PSA test come back, and it was there's a Gleason level, call it the Gleason table, and mine was quite high, and so the consultant at the New Cross Hospital said, you need a biopsy. So I had the biopsy done. Again, this is over like 3 to 6 months, so it's not something that happens straight away. There's a lot of frustration and a lot of uncertainty, but you just ride with it, You just try and be as normal as you can. And then obviously the biopsy came back negative and said, sat me and the wife down and just said, look, you've got a choice. You can either have radiotherapy and other treatments, or you can have your prostate removed completely.
Yeah.
And straight away, I'd said, I'll have mine out. I'll have it out. And even the consultant looked a bit shocked that I was suggesting that. And well, it seemed to be looked a bit shocked. But again, you know, when you're having a drink with your mates in the pub,
yeah,
my mates have had prostate cancer, and they'd been saying to me, if ever you get it, Andy, have it out, have it out. And I don't know. Julie was with me at the time, and she couldn't believe what she was hearing. And then when I said I'm having it out, it wasn't until we sat with the specialist nurse after we'd seen the consultant, and even the specialist nurse said, "You're doing the right thing, Andy, because if you try and have treatment first and it's not successful, you can't have the prostate removed afterwards. So at least if you have the prostate out, you know, you've got a better opportunity. But there is, however, there is a 1 in 4 chance of it returning. You know, so you can still get cancer." And so
you saying it can come back in the same area, can't it? So even though you've had your prostate out,
yeah,
it can still come back in that area, can't it? Which I didn't know up until you said that before we started doing this.
Yeah. And again, Jay, they were saying like that they found lesions on my bones, and they were worried that that could be where the cancer spread to.
Yeah.
So I had to have a bone scan, and that took a while to come through. But when it did eventually come through, it was clear. But I put that was marks and lesions on my bones through semi-professional football. I've had 6 knee operations. I've had so many crunching tackles around my hips and God knows what. Yeah. That's what that must have been down to, hopefully. So with the bone scan being clear, they then said you're okay to go with your operation, and that took place on August the 4th, and that all went really well. Mr. Condorcetti, the consultant, was amazing, and it's a robotic surgery. He just uses it like a joystick, as though you're on the Xbox, and everything's done. He doesn't have to get any knives or material. He just uses the robotic surgery. And I did see it. Oh God, yeah, I was, yeah. And I was you're upside down as well, you know. You're upside down, so you have to be put out. But I'm going to be honest. It sounds a bit dramatic and what have you, but now I've come through it. It was manageable. It's like a lot of other things. It was manageable. It's not for people to be put off by. Yeah. And again, the recovery was amazing because the day after I'd had it done, I was released. You know, it's just an overnight stay, and you're out the next day. And okay, you come out with a colostomy bag for a couple of weeks, and that's probably the most uncomfortable. Yeah, because it's a pain, because you're having to get out of bed and keep emptying it, in, you know, of a night, and so you lose a bit of sleep. Well, you lose a lot of sleep, to be honest. But once that bag was off, I was fine, and the scars healed up well, and my recovery has been really, really good, and I'm really lucky.
It's a good story, Andy, isn't it?
Mm.
It is. It is. Good ending, I mean, it's worth going through, isn't it? Just to get to that end.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. It's more so as well, like going off your instinct as well, more so than anything, because what you're saying about the professionals that were saying, like, why do you want this test done for, or why do you want your prostate out? And you've obviously, again, it's all about, again, talking and spreading the messages, and you had that in your head from talking to people and friends that have had it, and said, if I was you, like, if you do have it at some point in your life, it's definitely worth having it out. So again, that's why it's so important to keep spreading the messages in it, Andy.
It is. And to be honest, the recovery and everything around the cancer before and after, even now, it's about your family. You know, your family is vital, and friends. got some amazing friends, and the family's been great, very supportive, and Julie's looked after me well. My kids have been over and checked on me all the while. They're keeping in touch, and for them, knowing that the dad's ill and could be gone, it's a real blow, and it's a worry. But you just keep right on. You just keep right on, don't you?
Yeah, definitely. So when you before you made the decision to go, you were saying that you didn't feel that something was right. What was your thought process like? How was you coping mentally, before you even found out about it, having that instinct that you felt a bit uncomfortable, to then going through the procedure of speaking to a doctor and stuff, and then obviously then the moment you're sitting down with your wife and then you're hearing that, what was that?
Well, never for 1 minute did I think that I'd have cancer, and that I'd have prostate cancer. But because I knew that it's something that people don't always ask for, especially men of a certain age and a certain criteria. And again, in the back of my head was always my Uncle Arthur.
Yeah.
And that's what sort of twisted me. But even while I was waiting, and we was waiting to hear the results and everything, I still didn't think that it would be me, that I'd end up with cancer.
Yeah,
I didn't think so. I just wanted to check to make sure. But then when it did happen, and then the stuff about the bone scan, that was a worry, that was a concern, that is a mental health issue then, because you're not sure about whether it's gone so far that I can't do anything for you.
Yeah.
Because when it spreads to your bones, it's there's less that can do for you then. I understand.
Yeah. That's why it's imperative to get it early, isn't it?
It is. It absolutely is. And of course, the NHS are only being inundated with people going and flooding the GP surgeries or asking for it. But if people are not sure and they want to be clear about where they are, and they want an opportunity to get through it, then the earlier the diagnosis, the better.
Yeah.
It's too late for a cure sometimes. By the time people go, that's the problem. And I've been a fortunate one.
Yeah, but you're here to tell a story though, and you could, by doing this, alone, if you get shared about, great, and obviously spreading the message, and hopefully you can save a lot of lives, Andy. So, again, I applaud you for coming on, asking Dad as well, and obviously just spreading the message. Yeah. And when we were speaking as well, the PSA test. Yeah. Is that something that anybody can ask for, or have you got to be a certain age for the GP to say, well, hang on a minute, why do you want this test for? You're only mid-20s, early 40s, or have you got to be a certain age?
I think it's over 40s, 45 plus, really.
I think if you've got concerns, Andy, I think you can explain why you want.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. And I think they'll listen to you and they'll let you have one. I would have thought.
But the criteria really is about men of a certain age. We're more likely, and black guys as well. They're subject to it even more apparently.
But I reckon one in four black men can. It's 1 in 8 normally. I think I've been reading up on it today.
Yeah,
1 in 8 and 1 in 4 in black men. By the sound of it, so even more important for the black people to go and get themselves tested.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's looking at here. It's the top leading cancer in men, and obviously, in terms of the mental health side, with men speaking out, again, why it's so important to speak, and obviously what you're doing now, Andy, which is brilliant. It's important to get that message out. So it's the top leading cancer in men, and again, from what you were saying before the podcast about the signs and symptoms, you don't know you've got it up until the final stage when you start to show symptoms. So that's another tricky thing about it, isn't it? Because you don't know, do you?
No, sometimes you get no symptoms at all, Jay.
Yeah. And it says here as well that 66% of UK adults have delayed or put off seeing their GP. So, like, maybe the in denial, or it won't happen to me. I'll be fine. And we all know that cancer now.
That's definitely a man thing, isn't it?
Yeah. But that's why I wanted to
it won't happen to me, or I'll sort it out next week, and it never happens, or whatever. But it's
cancer. Like, unfortunately, we all have it, and it all depends on what triggers it. It's just one of those things that you want to catch it earlier the better, obviously, to get a better chance of survival. But I'm hoping as the years go on and the weeks go on that there's a lot more technology and research into it as well, to try and obviously like put a stop to it.
So prostate cancer of the National Screening Committee have rejected the mass screening for men. And like we said, the King, I mean, Chris I, if he can't get that message across, there's something wrong, isn't there? So Chris
without a doubt.
So, Transform is this new process now called Transform that's come through from the prostate cancer folk. That's a new screening process, but it's a small amount of screening of men. And the outcome of that is going to hopefully support the full screening to come out eventually. To put people's minds at rest, really, because it is just a blood test at the end of the day.
I mean, you're not the best with needles, are you, Dad?
I'm not. Well, ain't so bad now. I'm all right with needles. It's when they take blood out. That's when I tend to not remember much about it. I wake up unconscious. but I'll be honest. I mean, due to Andy's story, I mean, I've been and had a check.
Yeah.
Which has come back okay, to be fair. But it's nothing. It's nothing. It's absolutely nothing. And to be fair, when I had the doctor's surgery, no problem at all. It was sort of no problem. They agreed to do it, and it was done within, I don't know, about a week, I think it was. Got the results back the week after it, and all clear, luckily.
Brilliant.
But if it's that easy, I mean, I was thinking of, without being sort of caused or whatever, I was thinking, they got to get the finger up there or anything and have a feel about or whatever. But there was none of that. It's just a needle to start with. That's all it is, bit of blood, and you're done, and that's it. It's nothing.
Again, if it wasn't for Andy talking to you about it and obviously going through it, you probably wouldn't have got it done, would you?
Probably not, to be fair. Probably not. I mean, my stories, my dad had it,
Yeah.
Luckily caught it early. I know it knocked him about. He wasn't himself for a while. But he caught it early, and he had to have the hormone implants. Yeah. Which just keeps it at bay, really, basically, doesn't it? I think.
Yeah.
I think the male hormone testosterone feeds the cancer, where the female one, estrogen, doesn't. So they give you I think, if I'm right, I think it's estrogen. They sort of implant in you, and it holds it back. Yeah. And he, but that's not here now. But he didn't die of prostate cancer. He lived quite a long time after that, to be fair to him. So. So it's treatable. It's perfect. It's treatable in the early stages. It's treatable. I think it's something like, I've been having a read up on it today. Something like 95% of men live over 5 years, probably far beyond that if it's caught early.
Absolutely. And some people of a certain age, they can't have the prostate removed if you're over a certain age, but they have hormone treatment and radiotherapy. And even the guys who told me to have it taken out when we was having a beer said, if you get it and you take it out, their own dad, my mate's dad, had had it well before him, and he's been just been given that sort of radio treatment and hormone treatment, and his dad's still going now, and he's in his 80s. So there's a lot that can do. It's not all doom and gloom. There's things that can be done.
It's catching it early, isn't it? I think that's the message. Yeah.
And it is that exposure, because when I mention it to the OSC group, Canuck, Chesley Nay, that is now, Stevie and Nick and everybody involved around there, all of a sudden the jungle drums were beating, and then the next thing I know, it's got to the Blues OSC head group with Suki, Craig and Martin. They took it upon themselves to contact me, and it's been we've got it in the program, so that's given us even more exposure.
Oh, yeah.
which has been
Great,
fantastic.
great news, isn't it? Yeah.
And it's great because the Blues, that it's all around the advertising boards now. When you're watching the game, it comes up. It's another reminder. It's not just there, selling stuff. It's telling you, look, get checked. We're all in it together.
Yeah,
and that's what it's about.
Yeah, it's not about being. I don't know how I can put this, like how to word it, like without saying it wrong. It's not about like being the big I am. Is it like it's just get yourself checked and
Yeah,
it could happen to you because it doesn't take any prisoners. It doesn't matter how old you are, what color you are, male, female. We've all got it, and it just takes something to trigger it off. And
one in 8 men, they reckon, don't they?
Yeah.
We'll end up having it at some point in their life. So it's a big thing. So it's easy to get checked out for. There's no reason why not to, is it really?
So what was the impact like with your family and stuff? I know that you've got children as well, Andy.
Oh yeah, we got a blended family. The family have all been great. Obviously, our kids, Klaus, our sons and daughters, have been upset about it and worried over the term which has been going on, and they're much happier now because they can see that I'm more settled and clear of it at this stage. But who knows what's around the corner? You don't know. All you got to be is you got to keep being resilient. Like our Tom, he's being resilient at the minute. Getting through his condition. So and that was brilliant what you did earlier, Jay. By the way.
Cheers, Andy. Thank you, mate.
Yeah, I thought that. To be fair.
Thanks, Dad.
Great.
So, it's. My son's getting married tomorrow. I might have missed that.
Yeah.
If I hadn't had it checked, that's how I've got to look at it. Our Danny's getting married to Eva in Shrewsbury, and Dan did me the poem, and we put the poem in the program, so that's in the blues program. He did me a fantastic poem, which is really
great.
And,
quite emotional, that was Danny, to be fair.
Yeah, it is. He had to take FEA out of it, to be fair, because that wouldn't have been
Have you got the poem to hand, Andy? It'd be good if you could read it out.
I have, yeah. Oh God, now you're asking me. I hope I don't choke now. Are you good to go now?
Yeah.
All right.
That's great. This is good.
Dear. Okay. This is called Grandad. He keeps right on. The storm rolled in, but it didn't stay. You fought like hell and found a way. The road was rough, the nights were long, but in your soul you stayed strong. They said you couldn't, you proved them wrong. Now you sing our victory song. We keep right on, now looking back. Blue in your veins and no strength you lack. To fear, to doubt, to those who stall, raise your fist and won that war. That's where we said FEA. So here you stand, alive and free, a chapter closed and cancer free. Each day is a win, a brand new dawn. You are still here and you keep right on.
Brilliant.
I've done well there without getting choked. So,
fair play.
Yeah, thank you. It's just a lovely touching poem from his son.
That's really good, that is.
Yeah.
But again, I don't know how you two feel about this, but I'm big on mental health, and I think that when you go through something in your life, whether it can be like anything from like a relationship breakup or like an illness, and like you just have that little bit of positivity. Like I think it helps how you take things on, doesn't it? To try to see the positives, and I think
probably makes you stronger as a person, Dave, to be honest.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So another question I've got for you, Andy, is so at the point where the doctors sat you down and obviously talking about it, do they kind of offer you support for the mental side, like coming to terms with it, or like coping with it? Anything in that?
Yes, indeed. There's always somebody on the end of the phone if you're not sure about. You can always contact urology, the specialist nurses. I drop them an email from time to time, and we took them some goodies in at Christmas. Sorry, not at Christmas, for Christmas, after Christmas, just to say thank you for what they did for me. But along with the work that's been done through the NHS. The Macmillan team have been there for me as well, and for the wife, because they're very supportive. You know, it's not just about me; it's about how it affects everybody else in the family. And so Charlie and the team there at New Cross have been brilliant for the Macmillan, and they've invited me to, and me and the wife have both gone to. We have monthly get-togethers at the Long Knoll Community Centre in Wolverhampton, where other cancer patients attend, tell their stories, listen to what is happening, and networking. And even there, you know, there's people there in other rooms around the community centre that can offer advice on a one-to-one if you're not sure about something. So it is a really good support mechanism that's there for you if you need it. And I've been happily promoting that as well, you know.
Did Macmillan, did you have to ask for help off Macmillan, or did they automatically get involved?
We was just advised to go and see the Macmillans, and they got in touch with us as well.
Yeah.
That they have been brilliant, you know, really supportive. Can't thank them enough, really. And so, as well as getting the message out there, I've been trying to get fundraising going for prostate cancer, and also for the Blues Foundation. So that's the next thing up is my brother Luke's having a charity day at Kidderminster Rugby Club on the 13th of March.
Down the road,
Cheltenham Cup Day. If you want to come along to that, Jay, you're welcome, mate. We have a few drinks. Have a go on the bets. There's a licensed betting office inside the club there. There's food put on. There's auctions, because obviously Luke raises a lot of money and he does it every year. I think they raised about $8,500 last year. You know, through this, and so hopefully we're going to do the same again. But this time, prostate cancer is going to take a chunk of it, hopefully. And I'm really grateful for that opportunity.
You've got some really nice comments as well here, Andy. I'm just going to read a couple out to you. So Paul's put hi all, keep right on. Keep right on. 1875. So important to talk about stuff and get things checked. Blokes are too quick to say, it'll be okay. I'm not going to the doctors. I'll keep an eye on it. Don't be shy, lads. Keep right on. Stephen, it's fantastic that you are trying to make men aware of prostate cancer, but there is also another one that you should mention is testicular cancer as well.
Yeah, definitely, without a doubt.
Paul White, great poem. You must be proud, Andy. Super.
Really?
Some of these, I mean, I don't know what you two are like for time and stuff, but there's probably people that would like to share their stories or their pastoral and stuff going on as well. And I don't know if you two want to join in on the phone calls and stuff. That'd be really good, Andy.
No worries, mate. Yeah. And
then we got Keith as well, High Boy in Blue, and all the watchers keep right on. Yeah, so if it's all right with you, should we turn the phones on and see if anybody wants to share any stories? It's not a platform to be judged. It's just another platform to offer support and be there for each other. And usually I'll do these every month, Andy.
Okay.
I usually have a counsellor with me that I'll do stuff with the mental health with, but she's gone off poorly at the minute, so I haven't done one for a couple of months.
Okay.
So on that now, so I apologise to people that may have been waiting to do one as well. But look, again, you know, it's great that you've plucked up the courage and you've reached out as well, especially, you know, you've done it off your own merit as well, Andy. And I applaud you.
Thank you.
Fair play, mate. So if there's anybody that does want to phone in and talk to me, Dad and Andy, it'd be brilliant if you could. Don't be shy. It's not a platform to judge. It's here for support and just a great community, you know. And it's not all for blue noses, because there may be people watching that don't like football or because a lot of people think that just because it's a blues channel, won't phone in and stuff, you know.
Half my family's Villa, isn't they? Half my family's Villa.
Yeah, I know.
Prostate cancer is not just to blues fans, Jay. It's for it's just to anybody. Anybody can, you know.
I know that, but I mean, like in terms of people reaching out, because
that's what I mean.
It's in a blues channel.
Exactly.
It's not about that. the mental
that's what I mean.
Right, let's get that on then. There we go. So numbers on the screen if you want to call in and you can speak to us. Oh, there you go. Hello.
Hello, it's me, Lee. All right.
How you doing, Lee? You all right, mate?
I'm doing good. Yeah, you?
Yeah, so mate.
Long time no speak to you.
I know, mate. I haven't done a phone in for a while. Especially the footballers. We've got Dad and Andy on as well, mate.
Hello.
Do you want to say hello?
You all right?
Yeah, mate.
Lee's a regular caller, aren't you, mate? You get involved. He's an Albion fan, but he's Blues is his second team, but he always makes a call in.
That's all right.
I'm surprised he found it in after Tuesday.
So how are you, Lee? Like, how's things with you? Because I know that you have the stuff with mental health as well, the same as me. And
yeah, I have mental health. I have schizophrenia.
Yeah.
It's controlled by medication.
And how are you finding that, mate?
I'm finding it good.
Yeah, you
I've been checked once for that cancer. Well, I didn't have it.
Yeah.
What the doctors? I've had my prostate checked, but they said it was all right. I just had an active bladder.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I keep going for the wee a lot.
Yeah, that's like me, that is. Because Woody was it by Andy. He was always having a go at me. He said, "Oh, there's no way that's normal. Keep going to the toilet, but like I drink a lot, like not like in terms of beer, like I'm just like a fish, just like with water or pop. I'm just constantly drinking. It's like I'm always on the toilet, like fairly like quick.
I love Pepsi Max. That's what I love.
Yeah, I mean, mate, I got Pepsi now.
Max.
Like,
with no sugar in.
But like they spurred me to get like some sort of check done, and like I had a blood test and a urine sample just to see if there's anything going on there. Like, but again, it's getting the courage to go, isn't it? Like, you know.
And I know I had a good birthday as well on the 2nd of Feb. I did.
Happy birthday, mate.
I did. I was 43.
Superb, mate. 43 years young.
2nd of Feb, Monday. A few Mondays back. It was Monday the 2nd. It was.
I was 43 when I was your age, Lee.
I know I wasn't, bro. Can't remember it now, Andy, can you?
It's been a while. Fair play, Lee.
Okay, thank you.
But yeah, it's for a great cause, mate. Like we do this regularly, don't we, Lee? Like the mental health stuff and that especially as well, don't we?
Yeah, you haven't done it for a long time now.
Yeah, it's been a couple of months, hasn't it, mate?
You've been doing the football phoning a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
the other day I messaged you to see when there's another football phoning on.
Oh,
I messaged you on Messenger.
Oh, okay, mate. I'll have to check that, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll have a look at that, mate.
All right then. I'll let you go then, and you have a good weekend, and I hope you beat Leeds.
Cheers,
and I hope West Brom beat Norwich.
Yeah.
And we get you in the 5th round. All right, and see you then. Have a good
weekend.
Lee.
And you, Lee. Keep right on.
Up the baggies.
Up the baggies. Yeah, he's good, Lee. He always phones in. Like he's big on mental health as well, like because he's got stuff going on as well. But like he's always brave enough to ring in. So fair play, Lee.
Yeah, fair play to that.
Have we got any? Are we focusing on Prostate or others too? Prostate and others. Well done, Lee. So what was it like for you then, Dad? When you went, like, was you nervous or anything, or
what? When I went for the test?
Yeah.
Not really. I don't think. I think. I mean, it's obviously Andy that spurred me on to do it from his story, but I think in the back of my mind as well, because Dad had it. You know, because there is, you know, there are obviously sort of groups of people who are more, you know, more susceptible to it. Me being one because it's obviously in the family, and which is a big. I mean, age as well. You know, the older you get, the more likely it is. If it's in your family, the more likely. You know what I mean? So yeah, it was in the back of my mind a little bit anyway. And I think with Andy, you know, telling us what had happened to him, and I think that sort of swung it for me to go and get tested. Like I say, you know, it's come back okay. But it's an easy test, and you know, there's no reason to not go and do it. To be honest, it's you know, you think it's more than what it actually is. And I know Andy said that it's not, you know, not the most conclusive test, is it? You know, it can give false readings, but I'd rather have a false reading to say that I've got it and then find out that I haven't got it. You know what I mean? It's still, you know, if it doesn't pick up that you've got it, I suppose that's the bad side of it. But you can have a false reading. You know, you can get checked out then after that and follow the you know, the procedure through and find out you haven't got it. But I'd rather do that, mate, than you know, not go for a test and then it's too late.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, you know, it's
yeah.
There's no reason not to go and get tested, is there? It's just a big thing. It seems pointless to even think about it. To be fair, if you've got any doubts whatsoever, then go and get yourself tested. You know,
Yeah,
and I'm sure. I mean, I don't know what the criteria are for age-wise, but I'm sure that if you've got problems with goes to the toilet and stuff, or pains or whatever, I mean, there is things to look out for. There's plenty of info online. I've been having a look today, like I've said. But I'm sure that if you've got a reason why you think you need testing, I'm sure they'll test you.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I mean?
So what's your mindset?
Yeah.
Been like now then, Andy, from like obviously before that, going through it, and then obviously coming out the other side of it. Like, what's your mindset now? Like you have a look of life, I guess, and obviously coming out the other side and
I suppose appreciative, really, that I've got another chance.
Yeah.
And this is the difference now. We're now looking at, well, we're gonna have some holidays this year, because last year was just totally taken up by hospital visits and tests and what have you. This year we've already booked holidays up, and we're looking forward to going away, me and Julie. And it won't be just the two.
Sorry, Andy. Does it give you that sort of? Does it give you that sort of feeling that you've got to enjoy your life? You know, I've had a bit of a scare here.
Absolutely.
You know, life's about enjoying yourself, and you know, you've got to get out and enjoy it.
Yeah.
Yeah. With that, I think that's how. Well, I'm like that anyway, to be fair. But yeah, even more so, I would say.
Yeah. So it is about, you know, really enjoying what your life you've got. You know, what is it? You're only dead once, is it?
Yeah.
No,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So Julie's just crept back into the room, say.
Oh, Julie.
Hi. You know the saying, you're only alive once. It's not.
Yeah.
You only live once. It's you die once. You only die
You're
once.
alive every day.
So you've just got to make the most of what you've got and enjoy yourselves.
You're alive every day.
Yeah, with that. I've always said that, haven't I, Joe?
Yeah, always. Yeah. Even when I've found you like just worrying about stuff, and you'd say, "Oh, you just got to don't let things get to you, I suppose, and then just live every day as it comes, and just
You've got to enjoy your life, mate. You get one crack at it, don't you? You know. I mean, I don't try to think of one. There's only one death, whatever. I try to think you've only got one life, you know, and you've got to enjoy it all the way. I try to be positive, and that's what I try to tell you anyway. So
yeah, you've always been like that.
Yeah, life's for living. At the end of the day, it's for enjoying.
Yeah,
that should be the new saying, shouldn't it?
No, exactly.
You only die once. You're alive every day.
Yeah.
The thing is, though, like you get like at times, like depending on like your situations and the circumstances, like on age and what you do for jobs and what's going on in your life as well, like personally and like illness wise or like mentally, like you get that sucked into like just not having time for yourself, I suppose, and not enjoying it as much, do you? Like that's the problem, I think, today. I think there's a lot of pressures on a wide range of people with different circumstances.
Yeah, there is definitely. You
know what I mean?
Yeah. And what you said before, Joe, about the support, there is support out there for people when you're not sure. But the frustrating thing is the not knowing for long periods, you know, while you're waiting for results or waiting for an appointment to come through. And I get that. But, you know, the folk at the NHS, they're just under-resourced, aren't they? Simple as.
No, it's nice to hear a positive story about the NHS, actually. But that's the first thing that sort of struck me. I think you get that many people moaning about it and it's not fit for purpose and all this. And then it's nice to hear somebody who's actually praising them up and saying they've done a good job, you know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Keith Harborn sent a comment in as well. He's put, mine came up borderline and have other ongoing tests now. It scared the life out of me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, he's on the radar then, isn't he? So at least he knows, you know, and there is help and there is support and there are things that you can do. It's not always as severe as mine. Yeah, I think the fact that you can have treatments and people have survived and carried on living for long periods of time, you know, into their 80s and 90s, and they've had prostate cancer and they're still here to prove is amazing now how far it's come over the years from what it was. So I think we've got to try and trust what's out there for us and not be so uncertain. Well, that might not be the right word, but you know, I know it puts people off, but you've just got to go and have a simple blood test if you're up to it. And it ain't for everybody, I know that, but if you're up to it, just have a blood test and get a bit of peace of mind.
Yeah,
definitely without that. Yeah.
Did the you know, when you sat down, Andy, with the doctors and stuff on that, it might be a stupid question, but I'm going to ask it anyway. You know, like because you have like various stages, and I just heard Julie saying that you had stage 4. Do they like explain the stages like and what it entails per stage and what's the worst part of the stages?
Yeah. Again, it's about risk, isn't it? When to be honest, even when the consultant was explaining to me where my Gleason score was after the biopsy and it being high, and he was talking about the treatment that I can have, I'd already got my mind made up. I was only half listening. And Julie was the one that was listening. She was taking it in. She was upset, but she was taking it in. And then when we went to the specialist nurse after we'd seen the consultant, she just confirmed to say, oh, we think you've done the right thing going for the removal, because once it's removed, you know, you can still have treatment. But if you have treatment first, you can't have the prostate out afterwards. And I'm not an expert. I'm just saying what I was told.
Stage 4.
Stage 4, yeah.
So in terms of the scale of the stages, is that like obviously towards the worst back end of it?
Yeah, it's to the sort of the concerning end, I suppose, of the Gleason rating.
Yeah.
But again, it's just one of them things. You've just got to take it in, and from a mental health point of view, there's no doubt you have to try and come to terms with it the best way you can. And I think if you've got a real supportive family around you and a set of friends that are there for you, and you've got something, you know, to fight for, then you'll do it. And again, I'm not saying it's just I'm a blue nose. I'm used to being pissed off, if you like. Things rarely go our way, do they? You know, but all of a sudden now, you know, there's a bit of light, and we've got some people involved who are making it so. And that's again, that is great for me, because that's making me feel as though, you know, the new stadium. I mean, we said, didn't we want to be there when it's built? We still want to be around to see it being built. That would be great.
Well, we've had enough shit times, and you've been also had some good times, haven't you?
Oh, mate, yeah.
And you will.
Yeah.
You ain't going anywhere yet, lads.
No, I hope not.
No. Dazo's commented as well, and he's put, I had bowel cancer and now I have a
stoma.
I was going to say stoma. When I got to the games, home and away, I eat at 6 in the morning and can't eat until after the game, so I don't have to use the joke of toilet facilities.
Yeah, right. Okay. Stoma.
Well, that obviously needs looking into, doesn't it, then?
Yeah.
You know, with the club.
Yeah.
Graham's put.
But having said that, they've improved. You got bloody hot water. We never had hot water for ages. I can't remember having hot water, and all of a sudden we got hot water. He's got a point. Fair play.
Yeah, definitely. In terms of like social media, like and things like that, do you feel like enough of it is being shared, Andy, or like in terms of like prostate cancer and stuff like you mentioned?
Chris, I mean, you can't get nobody bigger than him. You know, celebrity and legend. And he's terminal, and he's still fighting, and he's a fighter, and he'll keep going. He'll keep right on. He'll keep on keeping on. You know, he's just a great person to be behind all this, and I just don't get why somebody of his stature don't convince people.
Yeah, I mean, you only got to look at him, Andy. You know, you're not getting any fitter than him, do you? It just shows that, you know, anybody can catch it, anybody can get it.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean? He's you know, he's one fit bloke, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
Absolutely. So nobody's immune to it. So, you know, people who think, oh, it don't happen to me, it happens to any, and it can happen to anybody. Yeah. It can, you know. There's no doubt about it. So again, you've got to believe that it can happen to you, but you've got to go get yourself checked out if you've got any concerns, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. What about you, Julie? Like, how are you dealing with stuff? Are you okay?
I'm good, thank you. I'm full of cold. That's all.
She's keeping a distance because she's got a bit of a cold.
But in terms of like Andy's story and that, like, have you been dealing with it okay and stuff? And like, how's that like kind of affected you? And
yeah, we've been really good, haven't we? I was devastated, obviously. Yeah. We sat in that room, didn't we? Mm. On the 9th of May.
Yeah, when I was diagnosed on the 9th of May, it was a real body blow.
It was hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you're going to go into the world together now and you're going to make loads of memories.
Yeah.
He would have killed a normal bloke.
And you know what? I just said, we're going on holiday next Friday. 2 weeks.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. And she just said, go on holiday. And go and enjoy yourself.
Go on holiday, enjoy it, and see what happens when you come back.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dazzo's commented, he's put, absolutely agree, boys. If you suspect anything, get it checked out ASAP.
Cheers, Dazzo. Cheers, mate.
Without a doubt, yeah. Again. That's the message I think to take from all this.
So how did you find coming on that, Andy? Was it as bad as you thought? Was it all right, or like you felt all right?
Yeah, I felt all right. It was just some of it can be so close to the heart, you know, and just bring back memories that you start. I'm thinking, I hope I don't start getting choked and start cribbing.
I am.
Yeah.
I'm choked. Yeah. I'm choked.
Yeah.
I think it's that poem that gets everybody choked, Andy, to be fair.
Pardon?
I think it's a poem that gets everybody choked.
Oh, yeah, it does.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just our life, the last years, chokes me.
Yeah. And it, like you say, you know, cancer, you've got no arguments with anybody. You just do anybody.
Yeah.
And, you know, our family's Blues and Villa. We have a great bit of banter. But, you know, it's even members of my own family are obviously being checked as well. Even my son, and they're okay. And our Drew, he's a blue nose as well. He works in Digbeth by the custard factory as an animator, and he's been checked. He's got 3 kids. He's got a life to live, and he wants to see the Blues do well. You know, so anybody, if they're not sure about it, please just go and ask for a PSA test, and get that peace of mind. Just get the peace of mind.
It's just easy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Don't put it off either, or be afraid to do it. Just, you know, I'm sure that you got plenty of support and friends and family, open up to people and talk, because talking's massive. That's one thing that I'm really passionate about, is with men don't talk enough.
No,
That's
they
one of
don't.
the main reasons I do this.
Yeah.
And I mean, I've always been open. I've like, the way I see it is, I don't care what people think, like what I say. Like if I talk to somebody that I'm not keen on, like even at work, like a colleague or something, you know, like as long as I get it off my chest to somebody, I feel better for saying it, because it's not in my head. It's out.
I think in the main, though, Joe, I think in the main, I think people respect you more for talking anyway. To be honest, I think there's a bit of a fantasy about, you know, about talking to people, and that. I think I was just thinking, if you open up to people, sometimes it's obviously just does you good as well, but you know, they probably respect you more for talking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
About, like,
There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with talking to people about anything. You know, I've always talk to people if I need to. You know, you've got people you can trust and
yeah,
you can confide in. Yeah, definitely, and that's what you need. You need good people around you. You know, you can. You know, I've got good friends up and talk to, so
yeah,
you always need people like that around you. I think positive people.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely, 100%.
By the way, we've got Walsall fans in our family as well. I better put that in case somebody gives me a poke after we finish. And Wolves. Oh dear.
Got no wolves in our family, have we, John? You got no wolves in our family, have we?
Well, technically, you got a Dingle Blue Nose as a son, so work that out.
You're not a Wolves fan now, Joe.
No, I am a Wolves fan, but I've got the accent now because you emigrating over that way.
It don't work that way, mate, because that means I'll have a dingle in me and I ain't. So no, don't worry about that.
I'm trying to explain to Andy, like, because we was talking before you come on while he was on the toilet.
It was a nervous one, Joe.
So my nan was Italian, so I've got traits of Italian in me. Black country dingle. My dad's a pedigree Brummie, so you couldn't get more mongrel than me.
What a great mix, though.
Oh dear. Mad in it.
You're in a nice place now, though, Joe. Are you? That's all right.
You are.
You live in a nice place now. It's good.
Yeah, that's it. But yeah, gents, I've really enjoyed you talking about it. I'm just really proud of you, Andy, for coming on and stuff, and obviously talking about it and not being afraid to hold back on stuff and a lot of personal things that probably you felt uncomfortable talking about. But it's that story and that side will show people that from all angles, not just talking about it, from like how you feel yourself to like your loved ones, like your wife, your children, family and friends around you as well. And hopefully it'll spur people on to get checked out more. And like you say, you know, it was in the Blues program. It's getting out there more. You were saying that at games now it's on advertisement boards and things like that as well. So we've got to keep pushing it.
Around the Blues ground, it is.
Yeah.
It's brilliant.
There's a lot of information online about it. I mean, you can get leaflets and all sorts of stuff up the back of your road, you're down here somewhere. I mean, you've got the NHS and you've got Prostate Cancer UK. You can get booklets and stuff on it, and all. There's loads of info online about it.
Yeah,
you know, you can get involved. You can raise money or whatever you want to do if you want to. I don't know whether you want to give your Kidderminster rugby thing another plug, Andy, before you go.
Yeah.
So my brother Luke, who's a Villa fan, obviously, he organises fundraisers every year for different charities at Kidderminster Rugby Club on Cheltenham Gold Cup Day, and so we're doing that again this year on the 13th. But it's all invitation only. You have to get in touch and if you're interested, or if you want to donate anything as a raffle prize or anything to be auctioned off to raise some well-needed funds, then brilliant. But you know, it's an annual thing that he does, and this year I'm privileged to link it with prostate cancer, thanks to Luke and Tracy and the rest of the folk down there, which is brilliant. So again, Jay, I'm just privileged to have been able to come on and do my bit, hoping that it might save people's lives further down the line.
Give them a kick up the arse to get down there and get checked out.
Yeah.
But he gave me a kick up the arse down. I've been down, so there's no reason why other people can't.
No,
You know what I mean?
no, you know what I mean, though.
So if they want to
Yeah,
get into
definitely.
the powerhouse, they need to get checked out first
Yes.
before it's built.
Yes,
Yeah, too
definitely.
right as well. That's a good point. That good message that is, Andy.
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
Definitely.
Thank you.
And I can't thank you enough for coming on, mate, and obviously reaching out as well to me and Dad.
Yeah.
It's the first time I met you as well, isn't it? I think
Yeah.
on
It is.
camera and stuff.
Yeah.
But we need to meet physically next time.
Yeah,
Not,
we definitely will, mate. Definitely will.
not
I'll see you
virtually.
down the blues.
Yeah,
See you
well,
down the blues.
like anytime you want to do it again, Andy, or like any other topics you want to talk about and stuff like I do.
Okay.
Usually I do like a mental health podcast every month, like, but I do need to ring Joanne and see if she's all right because I've teamed up with Joanne now, like, she's a certified, qualified counsellor, so she comes on with me, like, so yeah, that's quite good, like when she comes on, because that's something that I'm big on as well. But yeah, honestly, I really enjoyed talking to you, and thanks so much for sharing your stuff. And if you got a message to anybody, one last message, that'd be brilliant.
One last message. Have a PSA test. And Tom, keep right on. We love you, baby.
Super, Dad.
Can I say my message as well?
Yeah.
Obviously, the time get yourself tested. That's there's no doubt about. There's no arguing about that. That's the message from today. But also, I've got to say, get well soon, Tom. We're all thinking about you. He's a legend in my eyes. So let's get him back to full strength and get him back down the blues.
That's it, mate.
Fantastic.
And,
You know
Keith,
what I mean?
Keith, I want just one last message for you as well, Andy. I don't know you personally, Andy, but what a soldier you are. All behind you. Keep right on.
Brilliant. Thank you.
Nice things to finish on, that is, isn't it?
Yeah, it's fantastic. Thank you, guys.
Can I just say one more thing?
Yeah.
You're going down on Sunday, Andy, after the wedding.
It's a family time, the wedding.
Yeah.
And even though it's the day after, it's an early kick-off in it, so I'm going to be spending time with the family.
That's fine, mate. I just wonder whether I've got to meet you down there, but that's fine.
Oh, yeah. I'd love to. If it had been a later kick-off, I might have been okay, but
yeah.
We don't see each other very often, so it's time for the family then, Sunday morning.
No, that's fine, mate. There is more important things sometimes, and of course there is.
Yeah, unfortunately, but yeah, I'd love to have gone.
Yeah, I'll see you at the next one anyway.
Be there for me. Raise a glass, lads.
I will.
Keep right on, boys.
Bloody work. Keep right on.
Cheers, Jay. Thanks for your time again. Cheers, Ian.
Keep right on.
God bless you.
See you soon, Andy. See you, Joe.
See you later, Dad. Love you.
All right, love you too. Watch what you do. See ya. Ta-da.